Hey, this is just Ben on the front end, here to tell you to give the podcast a rating if you don't mind, and follow it or subscribe to it on whatever you're listening to this on. If you want to send us an email, we'll read it and maybe talk about it on the show. It's deadensigns@gmail.com, and we got a Twitter. Anyway, if you could do all that, please. That'd be really nice. Bye, enjoy the show.
Simon & Schuster AudioWorks presents Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Well, I thought of this recurring bit that we could have, which is...
We've already got one recurring bit.
Let's hear many. What ads are targeting Max nowadays? And that's the title of the entire bit.
Okay.
And,
targeted Max.
Targeted Max is so our viewers can reverse engineer my psyche.
Max mad about ads.
Yeah. Oof, that is too good, to be honest. And I come out and it's a show like
Ad Mad Max.
Oof, that's so good.
Ad Mad.
Just bangers coming out. But yeah, so the current things that I'm being flooded with targeted ads is I wonder why, I wonder why it's doing that, It's I can't, looking at my life right now, I just can't figure out why it's doing it,
Well, yeah, I mean, it would help us figure it out if you would say what it was.
Yeah, it's like a certain type of apps, that you can register for, and they provide you with an AI girlfriend.
Oh, yeah?
I can't figure out for what,
I was
could
getting those ads for a while on Tumblr, maybe a little under a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I think it was just because Tumblr AdSense sucks. It's really bad.
Yeah.
But they are funny ads, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
It's very interesting how
sexy.
explicitly sexual they are.
Yeah, it is absolutely.
There's no hiding it of it's just groom an a machine learning autocorrect bot.
Age of consent doesn't apply to AIs,
Or does it matter more than ever? As in, is the fact that you only create the download and install the app, does that count as birth?
Yeah. I imagine what's worse? Is it a guy that immediately gets sexual with his AI that he opened 5 minutes ago, or a guy that grooms it for 18 years, waits for it to become adult, I guess, depending on the country that you're in, and then he has sexual conversations with it?
I don't know.
It stunted you. You're like, I don't know.
I'm a little torn.
Yeah, but I just don't get why these ads are targeting me. But anyway, if you're playing Cyberpunk, and I can't. Oh, Panam is so good. Panam.
Oh my
Panam is so beautiful. She sends me texts and stuff.
She
sends
what
me
was
texts.
crazy about Cyberpunk is that I never got any of the texts. I never got any text from any of the extra texts they added to be like, oh, his character sending you a sexual image. I never got any of those.
Yeah, because you're bad. You got no game even in video games.
But that's the thing is that I had the
Ben's got no games in video game.
The only follow-up text I ever got was that great image of what's his face and his family in the hospital.
I don't remember what he's called because I don't really like that guy. Riven or something like that. He's the detective guy. Yeah, I because I'm replaying Cyberpunk and I skipped. I wanted to do the quest anyway, but I didn't care about that quest the second time I was doing it. And I was skipping through everything. I was just looking at a video on my second screen.
I thought River was pretty chill. I think it was fine.
The thing is that it's just
but he's a cop,
doing it a second time.
Down thumbs.
I will update you if they updated that image though. I still haven't got that image and I did the quest.
I hope they
I will
haven't, because
tell
that
you
image is so good. Easily
if they
my
updated
favorite
it.
graphic in a video game ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
it's
is
so good.
this is why developers should use AI because of that image, or unless not, I guess not use AI
it's
because
not
we
that they
want
should use
those
AI,
things,
it's
right?
that they
We
should
want those things.
Just get somebody to make a good thing. You know?
Yeah, it's,
Like, come on, like, you don't need it to be super quick slap shot, like, fuck, we need to fucking photo bash this image together as quick as possible. Like, just be like, hey, can you just draw an image of, like, like a really quick concept art thing of, like, this character taking a selfie with a person in a hospital bed, you know?
Yeah,
And then
this
it's like, there you
game,
go, whatever. But instead they're like, intern number 7, we need you to make this graphic in the next 20 minutes. Go!
Oh, fuck.
The game is being put in the game in 30 minutes. Go
and we
now.
can't change it ever.
And it will never
afterwards.
ever be updated. So to make it count, you got 20
Make
minutes.
it count.
In fact, you got 19 minutes because my talking counted as part of the time. Go.
Yeah.
I'm just
And
getting ads for Lords of the Fallen. It's kind of
Lords
boring.
of the Fallen. Oh,
The new one.
those
Remember how they
Polish
made that
studios
really-
are targeting you.
Remember how they made that really bad one? And then they waited enough time for everybody to forget that it even existed, and then they were like, "Look, everybody!"
I think the first one was
game.
it was pretty bad. Like both because they made 1 and 2. I think right. There was 2 Lord of the Fallens before this.
No,
and-
there wasn't. There was 1. There were 2.
Was it
The
really?
Surge. You're thinking of the
Fuck.
Surge, which was also made by them. You know, the electronic.
Oh
Souls
yeah,
game.
yeah, but that was actually like somewhat cool. Like
I played
it had
the
somewhat
second one,
of a
and I
cool
was
idea.
Like, this is fine, and then I got really bored and stopped.
It was the first protagonist in a wheelchair
Mhm.
we got in Surge 1. And then
Yeah,
he's not in a
true.
wheelchair anymore because they give him an exoskeleton. He's not in a wheelchair. But, you know, it's... yeah, but, you know, Panam texts me. I text her back and I smile to myself, you know. So I don't know why they would be targeting me with
I don't
such,
I don't
such ads.
see. You got that in Cyberpunk. I've got that in
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate instead.
Yeah. Yeah.
I made my character polyamorous last night, in fact, which was
Mm,
interesting, and it was a little
Cool, yeah.
uncomfortable, to be honest.
Yeah.
Much
They
like
just sat there.
much like in real life. Hey-oh. Bazinga. No, I'm
We don't
kidding.
judge. That Ensigns
no
doesn't
judgment.
judge anyone.
No judgment
on
zone.
it. Whatever works for you.
I
works
was
for
like,
you, you
I
know.
was like, so I'm playing as the character that I made in D&D many years ago, and I'm like, oh, I'll bring her back, place her in this.
Mhm.
And I thought I was playing through the game, all the companions and stuff, and I felt like the most appropriate one for her, roleplay sense, was Karlak. You know, the big demon lady, big tiefling
Yeah.
lady. You've seen
Yeah.
the pictures. I'm sure you've seen
Yeah.
the pictures.
A big Amazonian. Is that your type, Ben? A
Not
big
mine.
Amazonian demon
No,
lady?
here's the thing. If I were playing a character that was just straight like me self-insert, then I would probably go for a different character.
Oh.
Because Karlak's kind of a little annoying.
And which one is
But-
that? I won't tell.
I'll never tell. But then I'm like, well, Karlak, I think personality-wise fits. But then last night, I'm like genuinely right on the cusp of the end of the game now. I've
Okay.
like, I've done everything. I got no more things in my
You
missions.
have a rig that's like a double barrel shotgun aimed at your head at your
Yep.
PC, and as soon as credits hit, bang, you get
Bang,
put in the game.
done.
Your soul gets transformed.
Thank
into
God.
Baldur's Gate.
That's
You
the only
get
way.
to-
Well, that's the only way to reach Faerun.
Yeah.
It's the only way. Yeah, but I like everything in my journal. You know, my quests. They're all
Mhm.
wrapped up. If I could probably do some other stuff, but I would need to look up like list of quests, Baldur's Gate 3, and then go
Yeah.
through ones I haven't done, and I don't really care about that. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm right on the cusp, and then the big druid guy, Halsin, he's
Yeah.
like, by the way, I want to fuck you. I'm like, now this
It's
is
like,
interesting. I'm curious.
Okay.
I'm curious about how this handles it, because my character is in a steady relationship.
Oh,
Like she's not fucking
okay.
around. But at the same time, I could see my character being attracted to Halcyon as well.
He's
So
an
I'm like,
opportunist cheater.
and maybe this is the point where I'm getting a bit of a self-insert, because I think Halcyon would be one of the characters where if I had a self-insert, I'd be like, that's the one for me. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
You are the one, and you pick him off the shelf.
Either way, I make my character choose the option of like, well, I'll go talk to Karlak about it. Like, you know what, I'm interested. I'll go talk to Karlak about it. And then it's a bit of an awkward scene. It ends very positively because she's like, hey, whatever makes you happy, I just want you to be happy. But leading up to that, it's very much like, I don't know. She's just kind of like, well, I mean,
I don't
I
like what you're telling me right now.
I don't want it.
I don't want to
It's
play
your
that.
choice.
That ruined Baldur's Gate for me now.
It's your
now.
choice.
It's going to take. It's going
And
to
the thing
stop
with,
me.
I bet there are other characters in that. I bet if my character were dating like Astarion, and I said that to him, I bet he'd be like, yes, please, because he's like a sex freak or something. I don't know. I haven't done any sex stuff with him, so I don't know. This is what I'm talking about. See,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's very awkward. Karlak is just kind of like, oh well, brother. I mean, well, if you know. I mean, I'm not into it, but hey, if you feel like you need to, like, it's like I'm feeling uncomfortable, bro. I'm like, hey, it was kind of fucking
I decided not to go through with it. And
no, I tried to back out, and then she was like, no, look, seriously, if it will make you happy, do it. And then I didn't even get an option to be like, I'm sorry. It was just like. Oh, that's it. End of discussion.
A moment of weakness.
You go polyamorous now, and I'm like, well, okay then. May as well see Halcyon's sex scene.
You just You just start doing it with everyone now.
No. The thing is, I definitely would have rolled it back, but I unfortunately didn't save before talking to Halcyon, so I was like, no, fuck. I don't want to go back that. I don't care enough to go back far enough to avoid this entirely. So I was like, nah, whatever. I don't care. I'm near the end of the game at this point. I just fucking be done. You know?
And then you get the bad ending at the end.
If I get a bad ending, bro, for that would be so funny if the game ended and it was like bad and polyamorous.
Yeah.
Everybody hates you in the end.
Everybody hates you.
Because
you're not able to
sense
satisfy anyone.
Trust or devotion. That everybody, monogamy is the only true way.
Yeah, only true way to go.
But yeah, there's that. I thought it was like, I mean, you probably already know about it, but Halcyon is the guy that you can have sex with when he's a bear. You know?
No, I don't know. About
you didn't know about this? Was a famous like? No. I thought it was an Easter egg thing. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, if you're a druid, and you get with Halcyon, and he's a druid,
what
then
does
you can both
bear
turn
penis look like?
I don't know.
Really want to Google
but this is the thing. I was like, okay, that's probably the thing is that you do you're both able to turn into a bear and you have sex as bears, and that's the haha look lol. But then instead it was like he gets so excited about to have sex with you that he turns into a bear, and then he turns back and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I got really excited. And it gives you the option to be like, no, go back.
Oh my god.
Oh, double back. Oh, I'm damn.
I don't know what the.
It's weird. It's strange. It's very strange. There's a fun. The punchline though of it is that you don't. I mean, it doesn't really. It's a fade to black kind of one in comparison to all the others, where there's like a bit of you see stuff. You know, that one's just kind of like you know, we're gonna pan away from this one. But they got the funny punchline of that where they pan over to they pan over to like a squirrel holding a nut, like a chipmunk.
Oh,
and it's just standing on. Yeah, he gets like it goes slack jawed. He's like, oh, what? What the fuck is happening over there?
Yeah,
and it's like,
it's just like the bear's gonna drop a nut in you.
It was strange. You know? I chose that one out of curiosity, and then I was like, all right, now that one I will reload the old save because that feels inappropriate. That feels wrong. That feels too.
Is that bestiality? No, I guess
that's the quandary, isn't it?
Yeah, no, because like technically bestiality is like bad because the animals can't consent, right? I don't want to. You know what? Fuck, no.
Morally,
we don't want to talk about this.
You know,
let's not talk about bestiality.
Well, but that's the question: is it even? But that's another thing about it. If you want to, that's another thing I fucked up out of the game. If you want to categorize it like that, a sense of consent, you can talk to and communicate with all the animals in this game if you just have a spell or a potion.
You're right.
So it's like, what are we doing in this world? Yeah, I think we should head on over to the Wizards of the Coast company, headquarters.
Yeah.
Knock a few heads together. It's like, come on. What are we playing at here?
And on the box it says now includes bestiality. Consensual bestiality.
That'll be the Game of the Year edition. It says now with more consensual bestiality.
Yeah, you got the Summer Game Fest. They comes out and he's like, category, this year's category, best bestiality, consensual bestiality scene goes to Baldur's Gate 3. And also Game of the Year goes to Baldur's Gate 3.
There's a joke in here somewhere about like a slippery slope bit, but yeah, you know what? Fill in the blank yourself. Hi, welcome to Dead Ensigns.
The number one AI podcast. We're actually two AIs.
Fictional partner. Digital partner.
Yeah. I wonder
Podcast.
what would happen if you had two of them just talking to each other.
And you know, speaking of digital partners, Max, I got a package today.
Oh, you got a package?
I was a little worried because I was like, oh, I was getting a predictive,
it's all sticky.
Like an ETA.
Yeah.
I'm going to open it live. I was getting an ETA of like, oh yeah,
This
it'll
is,
arrive on Tuesday. I'm thinking, that's like the day after we record. Fuck.
Dead Ensigns, it's the number one prop-based comedy podcast.
It's not a prop-based thing. That was a loud spike. I apologize. I'm opening the box with a box.
Yeah. Do ASMR with the opening of the box.
Okay, I'll bring it a bit closer to the microphone. Hold on. Fuck.
Oh shit! That sounded good. That sound.
If this is awful, you need to cut it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop doing that now because it's a really awkward angle to do it. Anyway, I was worried because it's like, yeah, this will arrive on Tuesday. I'm like, damn, I thought it'd be funny to talk about this on the podcast.
We can capitalize this for content.
I got a package here from AmmyAmmy.com, a website my friend recommended to me when I wanted to purchase this a while ago. Now, Max, do you want to throw out a guess of what this is?
Is it a dildo?
Come on, bro. You can do better than that.
Is it the anime figurine that you got? The Vulcan
Ding, ding.
Yeah. That's why I said the dildo because I knew what it was.
You can think of a funnier subverting expectations kind of.
No, not really. It's empty. The box is empty and has a mirror.
You're right.
Of it, and you look at it.
It was a lie. I would never really buy this for myself. Let's say hypothetically it did. Maybe I'd unwrap it right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it out of the plastic wrapping that it's got the box in.
If you take off the plastic wrapping from it, it will lose value.
No. I haven't taken it out of the box, you silly.
Oh, you'd never do that, yeah.
I've just taken the box out of the bag.
Now you gotta get a jar big enough to fit this.
This is like, you need like a, you know those like gigantic...
yeah.
Like bottles that they put whiskey in bars, you know, the ones that are like almost like promotional. You need one of those, man. But then it's like, how would you get it past the nozzle? Anyway, this is Beishojo series Vulcan Science Officer in the Star Trek universe. This is the only piece of Star Trek merchandise I think I've ever bought for myself.
No, I got you the thing.
I said bought for myself.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Yeah.
I know I got the lovely gift from you. Here's the thing. This is going behind those. Which is not hard because it's much taller than those, obviously. But
she's towering over them.
It's just a statue of a Vulcan science officer anime lady. This is exactly what I thought it would be.
Yeah, exactly.
The box says
and you just
live long and prosper on it. A shoujo statue. Star Trek Vulcan Science Officer.
That's gonna be worth so much in the future.
It's gonna be, dude. This is because it's always these ones. Because it's like everybody's gonna be like, You think there are that many Baishoujo Star Trek fans?
Yeah.
These are the ones that they're going to sell like 5 of and then pulp the rest, and that's going to inflate the price greatly.
Of course,
everybody's going to be like, well, for my collection, I need to have one. There's some Japanese on here. I'm going to translate it with my Google Lens.
Good, live long and prosper, probably. But I just imagine that like when World War III starts and you have to pay your way out of like to get across a border or something. Back in the day, you would use like jewelry, you know,
gold
use, like,
teeth,
gold. But this time you just got like
heirlooms, you know.
You give him a figurine of your folk, and he goes like,
"Now I pull out of a secret compartment in my trunk, a false bottom. I pull out Vulcan Science Officer by Shoujo."
Yeah, do you like what you see? Yes, I do.
This is stylized by Shunya Yamashita. Thank you, Sorrow Madam.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
And what did it say in Japanese? Did you check?
It said Vulcan Science Officer by Shoujo. One that you know.
I could not expect that.
One that deep. I'm gonna open it up to cap off this a little bit. I need to find a place for it because I recently reorganized the stuff on my my thing. And if I ever end up working from home again, I obviously don't want this in the background of a Zoom call. Because here's the thing. Well, because here's the thing. If you have like, I'm gonna say 6+ of these things in like of these kinds of things inside of like a display case. You can get away. It's not great, but you can get away with it. If you
next to your Gundams.
There's not a lot of space, is what I'm saying. If you've got like one of these things, people are gonna be like, that guy has a problem.
You need to get a bigger apartment. That's what it's like. You guys, you know.
So why
you
coming to this
podcast?
So why did you want to do a viewing for this flat? I need more space. I bought Vulcan Science Officer by Shoujo figure. Not enough space in my current place.
And here it is.
What's interesting is that there's a hole specifically for the head, as though she needs to breathe.
Wait, what? Like in her mouth? Like her mouth?
No, around her like head. Like there's shrink wrapping all over the thing. Not shrink wrapping.
Okay.
You know, like,
no, I think you're supposed to like caress her face before you buy the figurine.
Supposed to be able to like reach in and be like,
reach in.
Boink, boink,
you are mine, and you're mine
tonight. You
tonight. You.
Classic. Classic. Now a little dated one could say. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Bit.
What? Or did you find any promotional material in the box?
There was in the box. There's like a little background thing that looks like it's literally just a screen cap of the original series transporter.
So
it's like she's just beamed in, but inconsistent because the base of the statue. This is awful. Why am I doing? Never mind. The base of the statue is like rocks, so it's like, well, is she beaming him with rocks or something? Oh, come on. Let's go. How about a bit of quality control? Am I right?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
This shit is stupid.
You're breaking my immersion with this figurine.
Now I can't do anything with her.
Because she's outside, and I would never do anything with her outside.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, you know.
Well,
I don't know. Well, it only took, what, 6 months to get here?
Because it was a pre-order.
Yeah,
I didn't order it, and they were like, all right, well, you'll get it in 6 months. I ordered it, and they were like, well, okay, we're going to make them, and then you'll get it. And I didn't have to pay until they were shipping it. And I was like, you had the opportunity to be like, you know what?
You have to make a $50 deposit like Tesla trucks.
You know what? Maybe I changed my mind. Maybe I changed my mind on this. You know what? Maybe I have some hindsight on that. Maybe I should have changed my mind on this.
Wait, what?
Maybe I shouldn't have got this. Buyer's remorse.
Why?
I don't know.
Buyer's remorse.
I'm just looking at it now. I put it on my desk. I'm looking at it. I'm like, well, does this, Mary Kondo, does this Does this spark joy? I don't know if it does. I don't know.
I can't. It's just like I just can see your face, just like looking at it, and just goes like, "What am I doing?
What am I
just
fucking doing, bro?
What am I doing?" Like just like.
I like it. It's good. It's good quality. It's like the painting is good. The model is good. It's like, yeah, this is fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll just put it somewhere, and then if I ever have company over, I'll put it somewhere.
Take it out.
Else. I'll take it out like a fine china.
Yeah.
I'll hide it until company does come out. I'm gonna keep it clear. Anyway, thanks for.
Or you do
thanks for listening.
or you do a hijinks where you forget to hide it, but that person's
like,
already here, and you're like, "Oh no, how do I hide it?"
Oops, let me just put this away real quick.
Yeah,
Oops.
and then what happens is that you thought you're hiding something embarrassing, but they go, "Is that Star or whatever?" Like names
like,
the exact
whoa,
model.
Hold on a minute.
Hold on.
Is that Vulcan science officer by Shoujo statue?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I've already got it like 2/3 of the way covered up, put away in like a trunk in my false bottom trunk, so I can flee the country.
Yeah.
And then I slowly pull it out, like,
Yeah. And they're like, would you put this inside me? And you're like, okay. Then you do it. You know.
There's an insert from Amiko. Ami's magical mascot girl. She says, I'm quoting here, "Thank you for shopping with us. We hope your order arrived safely." Okay. Not the maker.
It's so sticky.
They make sure to clarify that they are not the person who produces the...
They're just the middleman.
They're just
the corp in the middle. Yeah. They're just they do the logistics. They're
the people person, the guy from Office Space.
Yeah,
they're trying to get rid of her, so you buy straight from the seller, and they're like, "I'm a people person."
Yeah, that's what they get paid for.
And then Ami's magical mascot girl ends up jumping into traffic, getting hit by a car, and that's when she sues them for millions. Doesn't have to work a day for the rest of her life again.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Really, very pointy ears on this statue.
Maybe that's how Vulcanese is supposed to look.
And they just can't produce that in the show.
Yeah, because it's all silicone.
It's just like silicone rubbery ears that they
rubbery ears. They can't get that point on it. Because then it would look too fake.
It would look strange. You would see it like flopping around and stuff, and it's like, that's not right. But you round them off enough, and they kind of have a bit of
more structural integrity,
Anyway, I saw Cape Fear yesterday in the cinema.
Yeah, you told me. So, you said you were really scared.
Dude, I gotta be honest. If he weren't a murdering rapist, I bet Max Cady would be the best fucking DM you'd ever have.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
The amount of planning and foresight that goes into his horrible crimes in that movie, Because he would get so inside of your character's head, it would be crazy.
Yeah.
You would never see it coming.
I can't believe you predicted this and planned for this. This plan that I had,
I'm gonna be honest, it's definitely gonna be an uncomfortable campaign.
Yeah, definitely.
He's definitely going to touch on some topics and handle them in ways that you might not be comfortable with. But at the same time, you're going to be going through a dungeon with puzzles like you've never seen.
Yeah, but it is I remember that's one of the first movies that truly scared me.
It's a frightening movie. I wouldn't say I was scared. I wasn't watching it oh no, but it was the kind of movie where it's, if you put yourself even an inch in that situation, you're like, yeah, I think I probably would have just killed myself.
Killed myself, yeah. I think I watched it
at my drastic.
I watched it at my grandparents', I think, and it was nighttime in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's scary.
Sort of thing. And I was just you do that sort of thing where you're you hear a noise and you look, you're just is that noise was there before? Is this just the noise of like the environment around me, or is there a rapist somewhere?
Now, here's a question: do you think that he would be more lenient to you because you have the same or a similar first name? Do you think he'd be like, Max, huh?
No, he would probably like dress up as me or something like that, and then kill me and like pretend to be me for a bit, and then kill someone else, or like kill someone else while looking like me. So then the police tries to chase me down, and then it turns out one of the cops is him, and then he kills me in the cop car.
Probably, yeah. And the issue is that because you have the same first name, it's not illegal for him to do that. That's the problem.
That's the problem. Yeah. It's like... yeah, that's the issue, with like... And then it turns out, that's the thing, the way I escape is he realizes that my name is spelled with KS instead of an X.
Yeah, and then the whole
makes
plan
that
falls
mistake.
apart.
Yeah, literally, like that one brick, that one faulty brick collapses his entire plan, and I get to escape in the car, in the police car. Somehow I get his keys, and I go like, haha. I'm like laughing and crying, like driving away, and then I hit a light post and I die.
Mm-hmm. Force majeure.
Yeah,
like the movie ends. It's a force majeure.
Yeah, exactly.
Act of God.
Yeah,
because
he's the devil. There's no act of the devil because he's the devil.
No, because it's like
devil.
he's the lawyer is about to smash his brains in with a rock. Gets a big rock, and then a big wave comes down the river, down the Cape.
Yeah,
and it pushes him away, and he drowns instead. And you got that last shot where he's sinking down, and he's just looking over the water at him.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good movie. You know what? It was really it was a very good movie, but it was a very good theater movie. It's the kind of movie you see in the theater, and you're like, this is what this was made for.
Yeah,
this is Scorsese taking part in what feels like a lost art now.
Yeah, because everyone's making movies for streaming nowadays.
Even Scorsese. Even Scorsese.
Yeah, like The Old Man or whatever the movie was called.
No, it had old men in it.
Yeah, I got
Irishman.
confused.
And
the
fucking I've completely forgotten the name. I got a preview ticket for it. Completely forgotten the name. The fucking other one, the new one he's got coming.
Cape Fear. Oh no,
yes,
the new
Fear.
one.
The new one, which is called Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh,
I'm going to a preview of it next Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have an exclusive, possibly an exclusive. When does that movie come out? I'm going to find out if I have an exclusive right now. Hold up.
But you say you have an exclusive. Turns out that you make you sign an NDA just before you watch it.
Well, no, by the time we record, it will have actually already been out for like.
Oh no!
But that's fine. That's okay. Wait, Brendan Fraser's in this movie?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He's wearing a skinny suit.
I know he had Jesse Plemons. I love Jesse Plemons, man.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Plemons is so cool, dude.
Yeah,
He's such a beast, man. Dude, I love Jesse Plemons.
I'm just a Jesse Plemons head.
I am a huge I love Jesse Plemons, dude. He's one of my favorites at the moment.
I know you got like you're strangely obsessed with him.
He was in Jungle Cruise. Apparently, you didn't see that.
Yeah,
maybe I should watch that.
You should now with The Rock
for Plemons.
Yeah,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, directed by Jean Collet-Serra.
You got the you're sitting there like just like so like bored out of your mind watching. Jungle Cruise, and then Jesse Plemons appears on the screen, goes, "Woo, woo, yeah!" He's just like fucking get up in this mode, "Woo, woo,"
and then I leave. And I'm like, all right, I saw him.
Yeah, I saw everything I needed.
All right, that's
you got a shirt with Jesse Plemons' head on it.
Now interesting. I didn't know this. Director of Jungle Cruise, also director of Black Adam. Didn't know
Two
that.
very good movies. Apparently.
Well,
Not
I didn't
really.
say they were good, but they're both Dwayne The Rock Johnson films.
Yeah, there's
sure.
a strange connection there. Maybe
There
it's the
is a
same
very
person. Maybe
interesting
maybe
connection.
Dwayne Johnson is that's his like pseudonym that he directs under. Is
What,
whatever
Jean
the
Colette
name.
Serra?
Yeah.
Spanish-American film director and producer, Jean Colette Serra.
Yeah.
Sarah, director of House of Wax, Orphan, and The Shallows.
Wow. That's
As
a
well as the Liam
filmography.
Neeson-led thriller films Unknown, Non-Stop, Run All Night, and The Commuter.
Well, that's a pretty good filmography there.
Yeah,
You know,
he's got quite
basically,
range.
it could be The Rock and we not realize, you know.
He
Have you
does
ever
these
seen him in the same room?
Well, I'm looking
I
at a
haven't.
picture of him supposedly, and he certainly doesn't look like The Rock. But you know who he does kind of look like? Fucking the other,
Joaquin Phoenix.
the guy. Oh, I was gonna say the guy from what's his nuts from fucking Succession. Macaulay Culkin brother, Kieran Culkin.
Oh. No, he doesn't look like that, to be honest. But I guess
don't care about
to
what
each
you
their
have to
own,
say.
I guess.
I don't care what you have to say.
I'm
over it.
Well,
Did you know they've
Done
got
with this
new
bit.
KFC fries?
what?
I turned off ad block for the ad bit, and just as a quick aside, I saw a promoted hashtag new KFC fries. And there's a person who seems very upset here. They say you didn't change the fries, so stop lying, acting like you did something when all you did was add seasoning. We tell you we hate the fries, and you think keeping them and adding seasonings the answer. We already did that at home. They're still shit. Whole lot needs to go. So true. Like, she was really upset.
What is this ad from? Where did it pop up?
Twitter.
On
It's a
Twitter. Okay, so
promoted-
it's like someone.
promoted tweet. Promoted. I'm looking at the hashtag new KFC fries.
We're getting so much engagement from this hashtag. It's just been just people just vitriol in the replies, just absolute anger. Well, I guess you know any engagement is good engagement. You know.
Yeah. Is that true?
Firebombing
Do you
KFC locations.
Do you get fries from a place
Mm-hmm.
and you season them yourself? I guess you salt them a little bit, maybe.
Maybe.
But do you would you say you season them?
Not really. I don't think I ever did that. I think there was a time when like KFC did the thing where they were unsalted and you had to salt them yourself with a little packet, right? But sometimes I would just not use the packet if I got it, and I would just salt it with the thing. But I never seasoned it. No, maybe I should try that.
Yeah, maybe they're good if you season them yourself. Maybe you'll like them.
Fucking yeah.
Apparently,
exactly.
we've been doing it the whole time at home.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
yeah.
Nobody let me in on it.
It's like, you know, the fucking you know how they get away with like the way food looks on ads and stuff is that they buy the burger in the like location and then they disassemble it and like fry it up more, make it like more, you know, they do stuff to it.
But they have a plastic model. They just make a thing.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't, because there would be misadvertisement if they had a plastic model. Yeah, that's how it works. Is that they buy the burger from a McDonald's, let's say, they take it to a studio and they like have a literal like makeup guy, like makeup food guy, and he does food photography and he like assembles the burger again and makes it look nice, you know. And it's technically not misadvertising because you could do that yourself at home. Mm-hmm. You know, so that's how they get around it. It's like
yourself.
It's very stupid.
Yeah,
it's absolutely insane.
Sounds it, yeah.
But you know, like you do Michael Douglas from Falling Down, and you go like, does this look like a happy customer? Yeah. What?
You want the one on the picture?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What?
What
did you just say?
The one on the picture in the menu.
Down. Yeah, I'm talking about like exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then the Falling Down, the movie, he's disappointed because they were not going to serve him breakfast.
Oh,
but then when he forces them to do the breakfast, It's really bad.
Yeah,
the burger
yeah,
that he gets,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen Falling Down for a long time.
It's
Give me a
good
break.
movie. I like it.
I like it too.
It's
I didn't
like
say I didn't
people
like
fear,
it.
but
I
the
said I haven't
opposite.
seen it in a while.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
He just walks through Los Angeles. I
Yeah,
think, right?
it's a
He
good
just-
movie because you start out thinking like, oh, he's a cool guy he's just had enough,
Yeah.
and then you realize, oh no, he isn't. So okay,
He's insane.
but then really
Uh,
you think, and you're like, well, I should have probably been saying he was insane from the beginning. To be fair,
Yeah.
that one's on me.
Yeah, you know. In upgrades, he like levels up.
He
throughout the
does
movie.
level
He
up
gets
as the
better,
movie goes
He
on.
gets better weapons.
Yeah.
They should make Falling Down the video game. I
That's
think it
just
would be
isn't that
pretty...
just fucking Postal?
It
That
is,
shitty
you're right.
game that's so.
Yeah. No, Bad Day LA is more like
I
Bad
don't
Day
know
LA
what
is.
Bad Day LA is.
And
It was
the-
interesting.
What do you mean, American McGee's Bad Day LA? You never played it?
subgenre of game in which you power fantasy your way through civilians.
No.
Interesting subgenre, isn't it? For games. I would say
technically-
GTA
no, the thing-
definitely
you don't
is one
get
of
it.
those, though.
You don't get it because in
Do I not?
Postal you can finish the game normally. It's that the game is trying to inconvenience you enough for you to go Postal. Get that?
Yeah, game
It
is
gives
bad.
you-
That game just sucks.
Eh, No, you misunderstand the idea of Postal.
No, I understand what you're
You-
saying, but also the
you-
game isn't good.
You're the guy that was like, we have to ban Rockstar.
I'm
because
not
of
saying we have to
Manhunt.
ban it. I'm just saying it's bad, dude.
No, you never played it, so you can't talk about it. There you go.
You know
I
what? You
take
got me
away your
there.
rights. Of
No, you've got
talking
me
about
there. You know what? I can't fight that
it.
one.
Yeah.
Because I agree. Ultimately, I agree. You fucking Postal head. You know what I have seen is the Postal
I have
movie.
nostalgia for Postal because it was on demo discs back in the day. And
You
I
have
used to play it
nostalgia
that
for
way.
Postal because you're a psychopath.
No.
You're like, oh, I wish I could live this life.
I was following all the rules when I was playing it. I didn't kill anyone. I was just doing
Yeah.
all the things. I was buying milk.
Challenge
I
run.
was standing in the queue to get the milk. I got the meat. I got to the bank and did it the right way. You know, I did everything the right way.
You did it all the
while
right
playing
way.
Postal.
What
It was
about the
like, I was
new
like,
one,
I was
Postal
like
3?
role playing. It's like, you know, when you play GTA and you like follow the road rules. You know, I was doing that.
I would do
with
that
Postal.
I would do that in Simpsons Hit and Run when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I thought that was I would drive around Simpsons Hit and Run sometimes like
yeah,
normal,
yeah.
but
But-
not GTA because even as a
Mhm.
child I realized that GTA was a bad game. So you know, I can.
We're gonna
I
lose
recognized
all
it.
our viewers because of your controversial opinions.
All oh no, precious viewers. Fuck. I remember. I probably might have said this before. I remember playing it as a child. Yeah, I even had the perfect setup of it being like, "Ooh, I'm not supposed to be playing this," which
Yeah.
is the exact framework that you need to get into GTA as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Ooh, nobody's around to see me playing the game that my older brother has rented
Mm-hmm.
and is
Yeah.
playing. Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm doing something bad. Pick it
Yeah.
up, run around, get arrested or die, wake up a million miles away from what I was doing, and I'm like, this sucks, bro." Put it down, put the controller down. I was like, this is boring as shit. I die, I get sent somewhere else, and I'm lost, and I'm like, I want to fucking play Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island, I got a clear objective. I gotta get to the end of the level. I gotta fucking get past the Shy Guys. Gotta save
Yeah.
Baby Mario.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
fucking running around. I go get in a car, drive around. I'm like, where the fuck do I go? I've been hating
you know.
on sandbox games since I was like 8. Before they were
know,
called
it's
sandbox.
I
games.
loved sandbox games since I was a kid. I guess I had more of imagination, I guess, than you.
I like-
to imagine
I-
things
I-
to make to
No,
have
no,
my
no,
own
no.
fun.
I
guess.
I enjoy making my own fun, but I also appreciate having direction within that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Like
like
Postal.
I don't like I don't like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom because they're too
Yeah, I
much.
didn't like
Just
Breath-
like
Honestly,
just
I
goes,
didn't
whatever.
like
Just
the
do.
first, yeah.
There's like 4 objectives that you can do without the travel time. You can do all of them in like fucking 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But the game is about, ooh, how do you get there? What do you experience along the way? And the answer is, after like 10 hours, basically nothing. After 10 hours, you got it all. You're going to run into like a guy, you're going to run into like 5 shrines, and you're going to do them. But you're going to do 4 of them, because one of them's going to be kind of annoying, and you're going to go like, nah, fuck this one. You're going to do 20 Korok puzzles. You're going to see a bunch of the same enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like 2 environmental puzzles of like, get across this river. That in the first hour is like, oh, this is so exciting. There's so many options. But then by that point in the game, you're like, I already know what I'm doing. I'm gonna get up high, and then I'm gonna jump, and I'm gonna glide across, because I can't fucking be bothered to build a bridge or some shit. And then you're gonna get to a town, you're gonna do like a fucking 30-minute long side quest of talking to people, then you're gonna do a really shitty dungeon and a really shitty boss, and then you're gonna do that 3 more times, and then you're gonna finish the game. That's fucking... Dude, I can't... But, look, I get it. If you like it, it's fine. I'm not going to be like, you'd get... It's not a Picard thing for me, where I'm like, oh, you're stupid if you like this. It's like, I get it, but also, it's really boring, I think.
We lost all of our viewers again.
Good. I don't want to be part of any club that would have me, you know?
Uh-huh. You're just alone there sitting and playing Baldur's Gate, I guess? And Yoshi's Island.
See, I talked about it a few weeks ago. Baldur's Gate 3, I think, is the perfect balance of like giving you an interesting thing that has is still kind of has a lot of direction in it. You know, it's like you want to get the thing. You have a strong narrative, lots of strong narrative push for you to create your own fun.
All right. Yeah, but you know.
I think that works.
Postal is a bit bad, to be honest. You can,
I can't say.
Heads off,
you beat me. I can't say it's good or bad, because I'm like
a very funny joke where there's like a parade and a terrorist runs into the parade and explodes. And it's like,
does he say Allahu Akbar?
Yeah, he does. I know, like he goes like he does that very racist, like
just
thing
like
where you're like a scream with your tongue sort of thing, like
right,
sort of thing. I'm not gonna do it.
It was funny at the end of Cape Fear. They're like the bit at the very end after the wave has pushed Max Cady away down the river.
Yeah,
and he's just speaking. Robert De Niro's in the river going, "Oh, the Lord."
Does he have an accent? Does he have?
He has like a southern. He's like supposed to be from. He's supposed to be from Georgia. No, he's got like a Georgia kind of.
Oh yeah.
The movie is like. I don't know. I think the movie takes place in like Louisiana, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But
there's swamp people too, I think.
But Max Cady is supposed to be like from Georgia, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
that movie was so good. I'm thinking about it. I kind of want to watch it again.
It's like people that like laugh at Australian accents. It's like you can't take them seriously because they have an Australian accent. You know.
No, I don't have that. I take Australian people seriously because they're human beings. Okay. I've never heard an Australian people being like, okay, bro. All right, okay. Can you say that again? I got it. I don't have much of an accent issue, I find. I don't have much of an issue with accents. What issues do you have
then? You must have an issue then. If you said it that way, you formed that you.
Well, I feel like I'm saying. I feel like
where you did.
A lot of people do have issues with accents, like understanding them. But personally, I've never really felt like I've had a big moment of being like, oh, I just can't understand what you're saying. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Well, it's like
it's like me. You're like, oh yeah, I can understand you.
I'm the only one that understands
your accent. Also, yeah,
I'm the only
nobody.
One.
I
Well, it's like how Glaswegian accent. People are like.
I went to a store and I went.
Well, it's like Glaswegian accent. Glasgow.
Yeah.
People are like, famously incomprehensible.
Yeah,
but I've never personally heard a Glaswegian person that I'm like, I'm sorry, come again?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Could you maybe speak English, please? I would never. I don't know.
The only time I don't understand people with accents is when I can't hear them.
Well, yeah,
You
but
know?
that's more the not being able to hear the accent.
I know,
right?
it's like the thing is that sometimes it's just like, you know, like it can be tough for me to like if I'm speaking someone face to face, I'm like, oh yeah, I can understand everything you're saying, but like you put like some fucking static over some shit, I'm like, I can't do this.
You're
I'm
getting
sorry.
the kind of like over too much audio stimulation kind of thing.
Yeah,
Your brain
yeah,
can't
and
like
I'm just
focus.
like,
I
yeah.
get that. I do understand that. I would get that a lot as a kid, and it wasn't really until like later in life that you fully understand it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're like as a kid, you just kind of feel like, well, everybody's like this, right? But then it's like,
Yeah,
oh wait, oh no, other people don't have some issues I have.
yeah,
I see.
you know. Yeah, I am superior actually.
I'm.
It's because my brain is so good.
I'm not going to say I'm superior. I think I have a couple aspects.
I can say
where
I'm
like,
superior.
You're
I'm
definitely superior, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that.
Yeah. I'm so hot.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
That's
so
nice.
There's a notification on my phone because of how
There's a
hot I am.
notification about
'Cause
being
I
hot
had,
or something?
No, it was a notification from my AI girlfriend.
Oh, okay. What is she saying? She's saying
"You're
buy more
She said
Bitcoin.
you're so hot.
Send more
You're so
Bitcoin.
hot." Yeah. Scan this QR code and click this link. It's just like
Sending you a
ends with
message saying,
"Are you?"
I wish you could send me more messages, but you're out for today. Unless you pay for a premium subscription.
Yeah.
You won't be able
Yeah,
to send
with
any more
Bitcoin.
for today.
Send it with Bitcoin, please.
With
too.
Bitcoin.
Untraceable.
Mm-hmm. Untraceable.
But yeah, but you know.
How was your
just-
week, Max?
That's all right. I've
You
been
do
playing
anything fun?
Cyberpunk. I'm just stuck in the purgatory of having to replay Cyberpunk before I even start the DLC.
I mean, you didn't need to, though, did you?
I had to because I thought it would be like. It does feel a bit different, the game.
Yeah.
Playing it with like the way perks are and stuff like that.
I
But a lot
imagine
of
it
the
feels,
main-
mechanically quite different, but then
Yeah.
everything that you're actually doing in the game is the same.
Yeah,
Same
basically.
missions,
Like,
same
you know,
narrative.
the quests are the quests aren't, you know, there are some effects, and I did actually do a different path on one of the things. It doesn't help that I've literally like also picked a nomad again because I picked one.
I like
last
the
time
nomads. The nomads are chill.
because nomads are so cool.
I went for
And-
a street boy.
Yeah, street urchin, Oliver
I went
Twist,
for an urchin.
Oliver Twist esque.
Because I thought it sounded interesting, but the nomads are chill. I don't think I'd want to be
Yeah.
a nomad, but I like the idea of being a V who is like, oh, I wish I was a nomad. If only I could be a nomad, but unfortunately, I'm bored on the streets.
A nomad face. You're a poser.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I liked about
talking-
doing the Pan Am stuff is the idea that he's being adopted into this, you know?
Yeah, I like he's like
I feel like you don't get that with the other ones. The other ones feel like you just kind of like do a quest and that's it. But the Nomad one feels like you get adopted into their society.
Yeah,
like they're like,
yeah.
you know what, V, you're chill. You can hang.
you can come hang
It's
out
okay.
with us.
Yo, you can hang and you can have sex with Pan Am. Go for it.
And then I think you can just get adopted without having sex with Panam. That would be a bit
Yeah,
weird
of course.
if you had to
Of
have
course
sex.
you can.
You had to have sex with Panam to be adopted by the Aldecado.
Yeah, but also,
Aldecaldos.
what's the likelihood that somebody's playing it and not doing it? You know, like I don't even mean that in like a you wouldn't have sex kind of way. I mean genuinely, like what amount of players are like, no, thank you.
We can look at a statistic somewhere. The fucked Panam counter going up constantly in the back end of CD Projekt Red.
I think that's the
You know?
funniest one too, because it's like the cerebral one that you do in the tank. You know,
Oh yeah.
you go into the
yeah.
tank and it's like, ooh, our minds are merging. I feel everything. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, that's crazy, bro.
And then you do hand stuff, I think.
And then she turns into a bear.
Yeah, she turns to the bear, and you're like, well,
You're
wait a
like,
minute.
well, hold on there.
Is this bestiality?
It's a good question. Yeah, I feel like that's got to be a question in Cyberpunk too, right? What if you turn yourself
Yeah.
into an animal machine?
Yeah, like a animal-shaped human, like because you just do
Yeah.
so many
body mode.
I think they did that.
Well,
I think there was a
happened-
gang like that. I think there was literally a gang in
That happened in real
Cyberpunk
life.
in 2020.
No, you don't see that thing recently of the guy who's dressed up like a dog.
Oh yeah,
But
I've
it's
seen
like
that
a
one.
super realistic dog costume, and it's one of those ones where you like look at it at first glance, you're like, normal picture.
yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Wait a minute.
Wait a
There's
minute, hold on,
human
hold on.
inside.
That dog doesn't look right. There's something with that dog, and I can't quite. And then you kind of start to see the proportions and the weird face and stuff, and you're like, okay.
This looks like there's enough space inside of this to
for me, but
for a human.
you're like, it looks like the kind of dog that I could be. But then you're like,
Yeah.
oh. And that's when it
Yeah.
awakens. You're like, I could be that dog. How much do you think that
it's
costs?
such a simple man. Simple
Simple
design.
pleasure, you know?
Simple pleasures of trying
But
to
I feel like-
pass yourself off as a dog.
With how custom made that has to be, that's still got to be so expensive.
I have
Like,
body
at least-
dysmorphia.
At least
so
if you're
I-
a foot guy, you just got to look at a foot.
yeah.
If
It's
you're a
lot of
dog guy,
effort.
you're like, I gotta be the dog. I gotta study them. For one, I gotta
Yeah,
get a super
like-
good costume. I gotta get a good leash.
A lot of craft goes
pads.
into. Oh
It's-
my god!
You gotta
Ben.
you gotta respect the craft of this fetish.
Oh my god! I just look because I'm looking at the gangs in Cyberpunk.
What? Yeah, sure.
Oh god! What did I just see? You know what there is? What
I don't
gang
know.
there
I
is?
don't know what you're talking about. You have to post it.
Yeah, Trekkies,
Get out of town.
and they're a poser gang.
Post them. Post. I want to see.
Act as characters from Star Trek.
I want to
Well,
see. What do you mean?
somehow we went all around.
What do you mean? This is in Cyberpunk?
This is in Cyberpunk
There is
2020.
a poser gang in which the members act as characters from the Star Trek universe. The location is Night City. Well, yeah, of course. Who are their members? Humans and aliens, Vulcans, Datas and Borgs have a variety of cybernetics. Okay. Humans,
you know.
body sculpted and possibly modified with neural aware. Human Trekkies pose as Kirks, McCoys, Scotties, and Wesleys.
Who would pick a Wesley?
None of these people are being a Riker. Who's
Yeah,
picking
no.
Scotty? What era of
Yeah.
Scotty? Could you imagine if somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in the Trekkie cyberpunk gang," but they're
And the
like
old guy.
they're
Yeah.
they're like movie 5 Scotty.
Oh yeah, they're different Scotties from
Got the
different-
mustache and kind of like the big beer belly.
I'm
and stuff.
the Simon Pegg Scotty.
I'm the Simon. Yeah, I'm the Simon Pegg Scotty. In that I am British and I'm doing a Scottish accent. That's not very good. This is crazy. Modified with a variety of cybernetics and nanotech, aliens carry the following modifications: Vulcans of bone, muscle, lace, as well as cyber audio. I guess that makes sense. Datas and Borgs have a variety of cybernetics. Feels a little lazy, personally, but sure. Why are there no Klingons? Why are Klingons always getting that? I guess it's because they weren't really much of an original series thing.
Yeah,
Like
'cause they were
original
just
series, you
orange,
had
right?
the humans and the Vulcans, and that's why they're so huge. You know, that's why
Yeah.
you have Baishojo Vulcan science officer.
Yeah,
But in Klingons, they were just like, we're weird orange pirates. That's it.
yeah,
But only now are they
Exactly.
cool.
yeah. They're all cool now because they made them look like Urukai from Lord
Yeah.
of the Rings and
And then
Discovery.
they ran it back. They were like, no, wait, no, they don't anymore. Hold on. No, they look like how they used to before again. Don't worry about it.
There's also the cone heads.
Oh, they got cone
That's
heads. Do you think if I came up to the cyberpunk Trekkies and I showed them my Vulcan science officer Baishojo statue, they would be like,
They would-
all right, you can hang.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Or they'll try robbing you off of it. You know, they'll try to take it.
I
from
feel
you.
like they would all have one already.
Oh, okay.
Surely.
But they were like, no, fuck. Our shipment got stolen of the figurines that we were. Now we don't have any. And they gotta get it, you know? They use diplomacy, and it's a gun named Diplomacy that they shoot you with.
How cool it would be to see if they had that in Cyberpunk 2077. They have a scene where you see like a fucking like Spock Trekkie gang guy being hassled by like some bikers, They're like,
Yeah.
you little nerd, hey, this shit fucking, what planet are you from, huh? Planet fucking ass wipe. And then the Vulcan guy is like, because he's got so many like inlaid cybernetics and stuff, he does like, just fucking like throws them across the fucking street.
The ultimate nerd fantasy.
Ultimate nerd power fantasy.
That
would be so cool.
Yeah, I could see that.
Dude,
but he would never do that because he would try to use diplomacy.
He would try to use logic.
I guess
then
if
when
he's
logic doesn't suffice, he does a Vulcan nerd
Yeah.
pinch. Or no, that would be the
But
bit.
the thing is, that, it doesn't work in real life. So
No,
he just
it's
crushes
not
his
that.
windpipe.
It's not that it doesn't work in real life. He does it, and then it like shatters his collarbone,
Yeah,
and the guy is
exactly.
just like in complete pain, and the tricky guy's like,
Goes into shock.
Oh no,
Oh no,
like runs away.
It's too real.
It'd be one of those
I don't
like tiny little like city moments that you walk by that aren't like a real thing, like a little interactables.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm so good. I somehow got us from Cyberpunk into True Star Trek again.
Yeah,
I
no,
can't
that was
do
handy.
that.
I was not
amazing.
expecting it.
It's
at
like
all.
taking a leap off of like a leap of faith.
Yeah,
And
it was like right before the hour mark too.
yeah,
Perfect.
too. Which is-
I guess
And then
now that we're at an
Coneheads, too.
hour, I have bad news. We will be progressing our journey further, but unfortunately, after our email last week, I gotta say, this person who has been emailing us from the Star Trek cruise, very quick to email, which is nice.
yeah,
Is appreciated.
It's-
I almost
can
feel like
appreciate
next time we email them, we should email them at the beginning, and then we'll have a reply by the fucking end of the day.
yeah.
Anyway, we asked about any update. They said, I never really hear from the executives team after I send them things. They would reach out to you if interested. So
Oh no.
we are not there yet. We don't have the executives email. If we had the executives email, we could have a back and forth. Like, what do you need? What are you looking for? We might have to make this a bit more grassroots next time.
But yeah, exactly. The thing is that it's like that's the thing. It's like they didn't say no, so it's
He
open,
didn't
right?
say,
It's like
he didn't say, oh yeah, they saw it and they thought no.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like it's like a door that's left ajar, but it moves away from you. You just have to catch up with it eventually. And step through it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's exactly true. So we will. I didn't think of anything in particular for this episode, but we will continue next week. We will begin our grassroots campaign. Perhaps a GoFundMe.
Yeah,
that could be fun. Like we fund our tickets and travel over there, and then we're like not quite guests officially, but we're there.
Yeah,
we
just
the people.
Go on the stage. They don't realize that we're not supposed to be there. And they'll just let us host a panel or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we like party crash.
Mm-hmm.
We'll work it out. Anyway, thanks for listening.
We would be dressed in Star Trek attire, but then people were like, "That's nice Star Trek cosplay," and they were like, "What Star Trek cosplay? This is a cyberpunk cosplay."
No, we're cosplaying as the cyberpunk gang, the Trekkies, based on Star Trek.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I have my Vulcan Science Officer by Shoujo statue on like a chain around my neck.
Yeah,
like just dangling there, and it's a little.
I think that'd be
very
very uncomfortable.
It's not heavy, but I feel like that would probably dig on my neck a bit, like the back of my neck.
Yeah, exactly. But what do you do for art?
Exactly. That's exactly right, Max.
That's exactly right, Max.
That's exactly right, Max. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Mm-hmm.
If you've enjoyed this, please leave a rating, maybe subscribe, listen to more. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment, but if you're not, feel free to email us, deadensigns@gmail.com. We're also on Twitter, or X, or whatever. Blaze Your Glory. They got rid of that. He got rid of it.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Did they... we read all the comments that you guys leave, so...
They're great.
We read all of them.
So far,
they're great. Yeah.
We're loving them. They're really lifting us up too. Sometimes I feel like I've had a bad day. I read one, I'm like, you know what? It's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. Oh, check out Joe Parrott Slow and Steady. I forgot I watched that this week, and that was a good special.
Yeah.
Recommend
Maybe
it.
we'll ask him. He'll get on the spot. On our podcast.
Chill. We could probably get him for like a little segment interview.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's like I love Star Trek. I can't do Joe Parrott voice. You can do a Joe Pera voice.
No, not for public. I can't, and also not if we
Oh,
want him
this
on
is
the podcast.
this
we
is
can't.
this is
I'm shy.
exclusive. It's a
I'm
exclusive
shy.
for Patreon.
Yeah.
For
Come to
OnlyFans.
the
Dead Ends is
Patreon.
OnlyFans.
Come to the
Subscribe.
Patreon and
You see you get the Ben Joe Pera impression next to my
What if-
anus stretched out.
what if we
Goatsy
opened a
style.
Patreon and it was literally just like one audio file of me doing a Jupiter impression, and that's all that was on the feed.
$50,000.
Yeah, we have
a
one
month.
tier, and it's £150. And it's just well, I won't do it now because I don't want to undercut us. I don't want to
Yeah,
sell it. I
Maybe
don't want
we
to give
could
it away
charge
when
more.
we could sell it. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Anyway, thanks for listening.
All right.
Goodbye. See
See you. Bye.
Arr.
It's shorted out, sir. We're gonna have to phaser it.
Then what are you waiting for?
Right away, sir.
Faster would be better, Ensign.
I can't, sir. We don't want to...
That's enough.
But, sir...
Stand aside, Carlton. I'm going through. You're alive. Good.